what some of you might be doing in your early stages of your progress. You're doing things outside of a model. And when you win, it's gain, it's profit. I feel good. Yeah, woo, this is what I want to do. And to make it feel better, because even though I know I feel a little guilty about it because I didn't really know what the hell I was doing and it worked for me, I'm going to share it on social media. Because if I get some likes, that dopamine hit will overcompensate for the fucking things I'm feeling that are rooted in guilt and reality, that it wasn't really rooted on any logic or model. It just happened to work out that time. So the facts are, my son beat the statistics. He went out there and not only did he get on the other side of those 7 losing attempts to try to get a funded account, he went out there and got 3 of them all at one time. He used all 3 of them at the same time and then passed them all. Then told me, he said, I want to use one of them and just try to see if I can do what you're saying. Ultimately, he showed progress. He had days where he did what he was supposed to do, but didn't do it all the time. And eventually it caught up with him. And on Friday, he burned the last $800. And his logic was, I don't care because I'm going to start a new one. And I didn't do what I was supposed to do with this one. So I got 2 payouts. I took something from it in experience and I got paid. So I look at it as it's a win-win for me, Dad. I'm like, well, I guess that's a good way of looking at it. But if you don't take what you learned from this one, it's going to repeat itself in the second one and the third one. And then if you blow them, guess what you have to do? You have to start a new one or do something else. So what's your plan? Because I want to trade with one micro contract like you were telling me to do in the beginning. I wish I would have listened to that, but another way, I like the fact that I did what I did because I made $1,540. I got 2 payouts and I did it all in 1 month. And for me, it feels great. And I'm like, I'm proud of you. In that regard, I'm proud. I'm proud that you now are inspired to do it. So the facts are, he has now been bitten legitimately. He'll never not trade now. he'll never not want to do this. And that's what I want. I want all my kids to have that. Now, is $1,540 a lot of money? Fuck no, it's not a lot of money. Literally, it's not. I spent more than that at Target last night buying shit that my wife doesn't need. So the point is, the $1,540 is literally nothing. But from my perspective as his dad, I see him doing something that I want all my kids to do. What I've spent my entire life in pursuit and perfecting, he did it. He canceled all the bullshit that people say that this stuff doesn't work. That you have to have an overcomplicated approach that doesn't have any statistical probability, and you lose money trading on ICT smart money concepts. My 18-year-old son went out there and literally on his own effort did everything. His own money from his coffee shop job went down to negative balance, paying for him in between his paychecks. I did not give him any money. I would not pay him for it. And Michael from Stop Step or Top Step, if you would listen, it's not a knock against you. It would have been any other company. I would not give him money to do that. I would love for him to prove for at least 6 months that he's consistently profitable using a demo account. I would have put $50,000 in an account. Real money. I would have done it. No problem. Not even batting an eye, worrying about it. That's the route I was going to go. But he had to prove to me. But he wants to go out there and do prove it to the world type shit. Vigilante mentor son. Okay. I mean, he's got it in his head. He wants to do that kind of stuff, which is, I guess, if that's what you need for motivation, whatever. But now he's motivated by something else. So the facts are, he doesn't want to worry about what other people think anymore. He wants to get better at what he's doing. He goes, now that I know I can do this and I can see where I messed up, in the days that I went back in when I had already made money, like for instance, he had 13 days of consistently winning. He had it up $180 that day. He said, I just wanted to get it to 200. That's all I wanted to do is just to bump it to 200. $20, Dad. I was like, I'm not laughing at you, son, to make fun of you, but I can't tell you how many times over my career when I was trying to just get to that target for the day and then Murphy's Law comes in. Whatever can happen wrong, it will. Okay, that's exactly what happens. And that small, little, tiny $20 target turns you into a losing day. And if you're weak, if you're not disciplined, that losing trade and that losing day turns into a blown account. And that's exactly what he did. He went to a max loss day, over $20. Son, that is not failure. That's what everybody goes through. That's part of it. That's a growing pain. Every trader, every single fucking trader, male, woman, child, whatever is human, they're going to do things that they know they're not supposed to do. Okay. As a trader, we know we shouldn't push the envelope. And we know, and he knew at the same time because he admitted it. He goes, I knew it's not a big deal, but I just wanted to get there. I wanted to get that $200 mark because every day he was striving to get $200 or more. And he was doing it day after day after day after day. But I told him, and I even tweeted 2 days before he did this, this is the time when you stop. You stop, sit still, let the advancement experience, the progress, the money that you've earned, let it find its way in you and relish it. Just really enjoy the fact that you did it. Let there be time between you hitting that $3,000 mark that was your goal. That's great. You got paid out $740. It was more money than he earns after taxes at his job. He's proven that he can do it. It can be done. He was following the model. But when the small little trivial things come in, these little tiny little, it's not enough. When you're on social media, you give it to the social media assholes. Feed the trolls. Give attention to people. Make it available. Invite other people to give you their advice or criticism. There always going to be some guy just fucking read it this morning. I almost went off on him. Tell me your son should have made more money than that. Get the fuck out of here. My fucking son next year is going to make your whole fucking lifetime of fucking money. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Okay. Believe me, I'm giving him Enigma. Okay. I'm giving it to him. I'm literally going to turn him into a fucking rock star. This motherfucker is going to be absolutely insane. Okay. He's showing me that he wants to do it now. That's all I needed. That's all I fucking needed. And now I have it. He's tasted it on his own effort with the least of what I have. The least of what I have. I'm giving him the whole fucking shebang, the whole fucking arsenal. I'm giving him everything. You will know this motherfucker. You will know his name and he will be recognized. The beast will be unleashed. He wants to walk that walk. I'm going to give him every fucking weapon. Tell me what my fucking son should have made. He's 18. 1 month experience. Beat the statistics in the prop firm industry. 2 payouts, 3 combines passed, 12 days consecutively winning. Had the 13th day in his pocket. If I would have told him that the rate or the high end was the 14-day watermark, that was the high end that Top Step said since they started doing their live streams. No one had done it more than 14 days. Now, I'm sure there was probably more people prior to that. Matter of fact, there was a guy that they were making a record of that he had a really good strike rate, but was it every single day? I don't know. I don't recall it that much, but he had 13 days. And if I would have told him the 14th day, if you just do that and go 1 day past it, you beat it. Like that, if you want to have challenges or whatever, treat it like a video game, like Fortnite challenge or Call of Duty challenge, or whatever. he could have done it. I guarantee he would have stopped at that 180 because it would have nailed it. Because when he told me he was at 180, he sent me a tweet and said, or not tweet, text said, "Dad, I'm 180," and I'm thinking he's in a trade, he's watching it flash. I just here's a smiley face back to you. I'm not trying to control his trades. He needs to do this on his own. And when he wins, he's earned it. When he's lost, he eats it. That's the facts. Some of you don't want it that way, but that's the way it needs to be. So in a way, I kind of woke up this morning pissed off, thinking about how I wish I would have told him, all you got to do is get 15 days. If you do 15 days, you basically smashed everything then. It doesn't matter how much money you made. It doesn't make any difference because you chose the smallest of the challenges. You had a $50,000 account with only $2,000 drawdown, and you had stats that were highly respectable, an equity curve that every guy wants out there. That motherfucker looked like Viagra. It was beautiful, beautiful, perfect, stair stepping each day. That's exactly what I want to see